Welcome back to Sugar Beats, guys. It's a brand new year, brand new happiness. So we got Preston with me, of course. I'm Bob. And we've got an incredible thing going on this time. So I'll let you tell me what's going on.
We're going to be getting real chilly in the chilly season of Chicago. For some reason, we drew the short straws on this team, and we have to go do the Polar Plunge.
Polar Plunge.
Polar Plunge. It's going to be really exciting. It is going to be really fun, but it's going to be so cold. I'm excited and terrified. It's in my calendar. The countdown's here.
Yeah.
It hit January 1st on New Year's, and I'm like, this is really fun. And then it just like in the back of my head, I'm like, the Polar Plunge is coming up.
You know what? If you guys are going to go to the Polar Plunge, which you're going to see this before it happens, of course. Join us downtown. I don't know if it's at North Avenue Beach or where. We'll find out where that's at. We'll put it down in there
We
somewhere.
were at Oak Street Beach on January 28th.
Oak Street Beach. January 28th, 2023. Be there or be square, baby. I'm telling you right now, I've been wanting to do this my whole life because I think that breaking the ice, going into the icy water is one of the manliest things you could possibly do. If that doesn't grow hair on your chest, nothing's going to do it.
Yeah, and Cody and Colin didn't want to do it, so I had to. So, we're all going to be growing and learning from this, and it's going to be a really good time. I've done a polar plunge. As a kid, I went to camp in the summertime, and we would, do the icy lake in the morning. It would be really cold.
So in the warm summer, when the lake's like 70 degrees, you do a polar plunge.
Cold. I remember being in camp. As it was coming out of my mouth, I'm like, summertime. But I remember doing a polar plunge and being like, it's cold. It's going to be, listen up, Preston, in the future. It's not going to be anywhere close to as cold as Lake Michigan in January. I'm like, well, I did this in the summertime. I think this will be okay. It was pretty cold.
So have you decided on your wardrobe yet?
Well, we were talking about this earlier. I still don't know if I want to go for the bit and go get like a Speedo or something, because like it would be funny. I'm not really a Speedo guy, and it would be definitely cool for the bit. But also I do already just own swim trunks, and I wouldn't have to spend money if I just wore those.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. What about you? I heard
at first
ideas.
I was going to go with the 1920s swimwear where you got the long johns.
Oh, sure.
But you have a stripe in there or something, so it looks like swimwear rather than just long johns.
It's cute.
But then I'm like, no.
Could we bring like a cute little standing tent with the stripes for
that
you
would
to go
be
change
even better.
And come back with an umbrella?
That would be even better. We should do that. We could do that, actually.
I like it.
But what I'm thinking of is that would not make enough of a statement of my very first polar plunge.
True.
So my very first one, I'm going to try and get either a neon green or a fluorescent orange Speedo.
Oh, my God. Bob.
With black knee-high socks. And I was gonna go with just flip-flops. That's the complete European look.
Crocodile.
But I decided I'm gonna go with Crocs.
You gotta go with Crocs.
I've got Crocs. I'm gonna go with Crocs.
You already have these Crocs?
I've got like 5 pairs of Crocs. I love Crocs. They're the most ridiculous shoe ever made.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
with
like
you.
the Dutch wooden shoe made out of some kind of recycled rubbery plastic. It looks so goofy.
It is so goofy. You are correct on your assumption there. And also good for you for owning 5 pairs.
5 pairs, man.
I'm slowly getting tempted into the world. As much as I'm going to keep making fun of you for owning Crocs, I am getting tempted as a flip-flop guy into the world of Crocs.
Okay.
My only fact that I know about Crocs is that they are designed not for this reason, but in a way that if you were starving and you only had a boiling pot of water, you could put your Crocs in there, boil them, and they would be safe to consume.
No way.
They would be safe to eat. The toxins would be out of there. Now,
survivalism.
This is coming from the guy who ate glass when he was younger, so maybe fact check it. But
do not do that. Do not eat Crocs.
But if you find yourself in a situation where you're stranded on a beach and you only have a boiling pot of water and your pair of Crocs, bon appetit. That's what I think.
Yeah, you got your 4 weeks worth of survival food, and if you run out of that, okay, Jimmy, throw one of those Crocs this way.
Yep.
We're having soup. Oh man,
I can confirm this.
Really, Crocs are edible?
They're non-toxic. They're not supposed to be edible.
Oh,
but
man.
if you're that screwed, yeah.
Why would I lie? I'm glad. I mean, I know why I would lie, but I'm glad I didn't make it up.
Do they need a nutritional tag on there just so we know how much fiber and sugar and fat?
There's no nutrition.
Okay.
None.
Maybe we could double up on the Polar Plunge challenge here and also eat a crock afterwards.
No.
You're right. Maybe
But you
not.
could do it if you want. I'm not going to hold you back.
Sure. I'll eat your
I
crock
like you
after.
as a friend. I really don't want you to die. So
Sure. Now, the question is, would a worn crock have more seasoning? We'll stop this bit now. I think your outfit for the Polar Plunge should be the socks, the Crocs, and the Speedo, for sure.
I think so.
I think so.
It's going to make a statement. It's going to make one of those, man, this guy is going full bore into the abyss with the chance of not coming back.
And isn't that the point of this thing, right? Like, you can't just like dip your toe in the water and be like, okay, it was cool. Cut to me on the day of.
Absolutely not.
But you got to go whole hog for this thing. I think you're right. You're changing my mind. I might go on Team Speedo or something like that. We'll see.
Well, it's up to you, man. I don't want to, Speedos are like the priciest underwear you could buy.
Get out of here. How much is, I would assume, I've never bought one. I assume they were.
Well, they're not edible, but they got to be like,
edible. Well, first off, have you tried eating a Speedo?
I never have tried to eat a Speedo.
Mm-hmm. Get a Speedo
ever.
Dorito going on, maybe?
Now, I did own Speedos when I was young and on the swim team, but I guess it's different.
Yeah.
So.
How much is a Speedo running for? Maybe my best guess is I would think $10 to $15.
No. I'm going at least $80, $80 to $100 for a generic Speedo, and I guarantee they probably have a high-end Speedo too.
I guess I've always done swimsuits on the discount rack, and it's like it's $15, $20 for the trunks. So I guess Speedos, I would want an expensive one because if you get a cheap Speedo, that's not going to hold everything in.
So what they got?
We're looking at roughly $30 to $40 for just the basic Speedo on Amazon.
Okay, and then
an Amazon
well,
Speedo?
that's Amazon though. You don't. No. You want to go and try them.
Yeah, I don't
want
want
to make sure they fit.
Yeah, how many shirts have you gotten from
Make
Amazon?
sure your
that
junk
don't fit?
doesn't squeak out on either side. You know, you got to be careful with that.
Now, is that before the plunge or after? Is the question.
Well, afterward, it's not going anywhere.
Not doing nothing.
It's gonna sucked up to my belly button.
Speedo
probably.
is a drape at that point. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Oh, no, $30, $40. That's not bad. I'd do one. Maybe we'll see. If I find one with a funny enough design on it, you may have me sold. I'll go look.
I'm kind of shocked they're that cheap because, they used to be expensive back. It was 80 when I bought. Well, 78 when I bought my first one in the swim team, and they were like $50. They were way out. My dad was like, "What are we buying? A car?" And I'm like, "No, just swim trunks." He's like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah, no, so. $50. Well, we'll see. For one day, it might be worth it.
Okay.
We'll see. That'll be fun, though. I'm really excited. I think the outfits are going to be cute. I think we're going to be cute. Is that a 10% off coupon you got there?
That is a 10% off coupon.
Cody just tried showing us something on the screen and a pop-up got in the way.
Oh, look at that. Wow, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now
Cody, I got to put my eyeballs on
That's
for this
got
one.
a major print of the fanny of a Speedo there. And I'm not sure who the guy with the mustache is, but I'm not sure I want a guy with the mustache on my Speedo.
Now, that being said, that is a lot more butt coverage than I was assuming. And I am weirdly more comfortable with that. Maybe more the granny panty look of my Speedo. I think that's the part that I'm like, oh, the all butt.
You were
cheek.
thinking like G-string.
I was thinking more G-string.
No.
I was.
That's what happens when it's too small for what you're wearing and it just all gets sucked up.
Well, I got a lot of junk in my bag.
Oh, wow. They got an American Eagle one.
No, the beak is not going to be.
Oh, I think it's flattering. It looks like he might become a pelican if he got big enough junk. It just kind of swells that throat out a little bit. Oh, man.
I mean, it definitely is targeting the right audience for people who buy Speedos. Like, there's probably a Venn diagram of like Patriots and Speedos right in there. That's for the American Eagle.
So this is what I'm thinking. One reason why I did this. We got no way.
Okay, but now we're actually talking here. So we're in my ballpark here. That says delicious. What's it say on the bottom? Your bite.
You know what? I don't think that's right.
Yeah, but I'm into
I don't
that.
think that's right.
I think I would do that if there was one with like somebody's hands on my butt cheeks. I think that would be kind of funny. I would also take I would prefer my face, but any of your faces on the front would be funny. If we could get a custom Speedo, Cody's face would be
so
hilarious.
Wrong. That is so wrong. No,
Cody,
no,
just make it happen, you know?
I'm going to need a lot more money to make that happen. I am not paid to license my face on Speedos here.
Oh, man.
I was thinking, if you get a hillbilly one, it'd be more like there's a big bass coming here and there's a lure that he's going for.
Oh, I love that. Oh, catch this.
Oh, or if you're like, like in the California surfer dude stuff, it's like there's a shark coming and there's a big surfboard that's
I like
just
where you're
about
going
to go
with
get
this.
it, that kind of stuff.
Yes,
Or,
I would go Pinocchio on the front
Pinocchio
too.
would be another great one.
We see what we're going here. Shish kebab, pork on a pig on a spit, all that stuff. It's gonna be really fun.
Or like a guillotine, just a guillotine. Like, oh no, wait a second, this is the wrong message.
Just a rabbi holding a moil. I don't know if that's accurate.
Half off today.
I apologize for misrepresenting that. I don't think a rabbi circumcised me, but
yeah, I'm not sure who circumcised me either. I was
Isn't
pretty
that
young
weird?
at the time.
Shouldn't we have a relationship with that person? I don't know. Anyways, this is probably gross.
Yeah, going from Polar Plunge to circumcision, I think that is a rabbit trail at best.
It's at best. We plunge into the deep end of that Speedo.
So I want to move back over. I have a friend named Veet, and he's Eastern European.
Cool.
And he's such a cool guy. Cool. And so he started going and bathing in the Lake Michigan when it was iced over a few years ago. And he swears that he never gets sick whenever he's doing this, whatever year he's doing it. He would go in with other friends. And that they wouldn't just go in and then come right back out. They'd stay in there for a few minutes. They'd swim around, splash around. And he said, when you do this, if you think, oh God, it's going to be terrible. Oh no, it's going to be a bad experience.
Mm-hmm.
What you need to do is you need to cleanse yourself and go, I'm going in. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be painful. And we're going to release a lot of energy from our body to create the power within us. And the only way to unlock this is to have a shock similar to an ice bath. And so I was like, you're a nut. There's no way that works. So I started reading a little bit about it. He's absolutely right. There is like scientific medical stuff that says when you take these ice showers or ice baths or cold stuff, it does something to the body. It changes the way your fat is. It changes the way your heart works. It changes your immune system. It does all these things. It's like, now I don't like to be uncomfortable, so being in a cold shower or something, or being in an ice bath, that doesn't make sense to me in that way. But if the benefit is that my soul is stronger, my body and my immune system's powerful, and I'm creating this energy man, like this almost superhuman, Marvel character. You go in, you come back out.
I am energy man.
So that's exactly what I'm expecting. I'm expecting to go in as a normal human being, coming out with an atomic power heart going.
Yes, man. I hope that
That's what I'm expecting.
I think you're going to do it. I think you're going to do it. And I think I am going to absorb that energy with you. And I'm going to be so excited until the actual moment that we're about to jump. And then just like knowing how I am, I know I'm 100% going to be like, oh, I think my ankle actually hurts. It might not be safe for me to be getting in here. So that's just when you push me in. I'm totally shock proteins, I think, are something that I've heard about with the medical body.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Hey, man, I'm a comedian. I'm no doctor.
Well, I figure if you can't go in, then I'll have Cody on one side and Colin on the other, just lift you up and walk you into the water so that you can get in there.
It might be funnier to have you guys throw me in too. Like, just again, for the bit, it would work.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I do want to say this. You don't have health issues, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, I suppose. No. What do you mean by health issues?
Like a bad heart.
No, I got a
Okay.
good heart.
Okay.
I'll go hard.
Well, I don't want you getting hurt. That.
No.
As much as it's going to be fun, it's crazy, it's super insane in some ways. I don't want to damage people. I want them to be uplifted.
Yeah.
And so when I do the Polar Plunge, I'm expecting benefits out of it. That's part of what I'm doing. Is it's not just the insane shock of doing something stupid. It's this sounds stupid, but it has some scientific backing and saying it's not that bad. In fact, it might have benefits for you. So,
Yeah.
But I don't want you to die. If Preston dies, I apologize to his next of kin right away. I feel bad. We'll definitely sponsor the lingerie shop for free for the rest of Sugar Beats.
You heard it here. You heard it here. Mom,
If he
I'm
dies.
dying.
Obviously, I sail on Lake Michigan a lot, and I get in the water a lot in the summer. It's still cold, but there's something about having ice on the way into it, and then you get into the water. You might have to break some ice out, and you get. Are you you're gonna get completely immersed, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you guys are filming me. I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna. And as a reminder, I am not going to want to do it, but I am going to do it.
Do we want to do some kind of slogan, like instead of "I'll be back," something like that we want to do ahead of time that we can create like a slogan for it, or do we want to do like a show tune song?
I think we should. Something I was thinking about is when breaking the ice, I wanted to say different icebreakers to people around me.
Okay.
Like the classic, like, how heavy is a polar bear? Heavy enough to break the ice. Hi, nice to meet you. Less of an icebreaker and more of my favorite pickup line. Did you fart?
No.
Because you blew me away. Preston O'Phil, nice to meet you.
Oh,
it's worked. It's worked.
Yeah, see, I don't know any pickup lines. I just say, I say, hi, I'm Bob. You're good looking. What you up to?
Oh, my.
Something like that. Something easy.
There's one that's been going around TikTok lately that's pretty funny, where it's, hey, my friend over there thinks you're cute. And then they run to the other side of the room and wave.
Oh, really?
It's kind of fun.
Oh.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure that women go for that stuff.
No.
You guys got to tell us. Do women go for those kind of cheesy lines? I don't know.
I'm going to say my girlfriend does. So, boom.
I know guys will go for hi. That's all they need.
I'm picked
Boom,
up.
done. That's the pickup line.
That's
hello.
romance.
Okay, I'm here.
So I was thinking something kind of along those lines when I was going in. I haven't thought of like a mantra or something to like get us through. We could steal the Marines' oorah.
Oorah. Yeah, that's good. I was thinking
illegal.
like a Mr. Freeze kind of thing, when Batman.
Ice to meet you.
Yeah, ice to me.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, we could think about that. We're going to probably do an after podcast. We'll do the event and then do an after podcast to tag along.
I'm going to bring something to sip on, and I'm going to get ice from the lake and use that to chill.
You're going to
drink
drink Lake Michigan unfiltered water.
I'm going to be in it, aren't I? I think it's just as bad.
Dude, you are a rock star.
Yeah, baby. Come on. Check it out. And now that I've said it, I have to do it.
Well, I'm sure I've swallowed some lake water because I've been in the lake. So you can't not do that.
I'm sure I will talk about it on the day of. I'm a little scared of the lake. I got to be honest with you. I've lived here since 2015, and I've only been in it twice, maybe. I won't share the first time, but I will tell you off camera because it's a good story. Second time was just swimming with some friends, only because the Shed Aquarium has a whole arm of the museum where it's these two sides are all the fish that are supposed to be in there, and then this side is all the fish that are not supposed to be in there.
Oh, wow.
And one of the fish in the corner, Stephen King wrote a book inspired on these fish. It's called Dreamcatcher, I think. But these fish are basically these long eel-looking things with just a row after row after row of suckerfish mouth and then teeth. And they just swim up to you and they'll bite you, and it's super cool.
It's like a massive leech.
Bingo, exactly that. They're terrifying looking, and they're like this big. And it's just like every time I've gotten in there, I think about them. And so I will be thinking about them freezing while we're in there, and that'll make me feel really good. Cody, please don't pull up the picture. Oh my God.
Man, that's a cool looking fish. I'm getting hungry for lunch. Ay, ay, ay.
Isn't that the worst thing ever?
Reminds me of one of my girlfriends when I was younger. No, just kidding.
It does look like it's yodeling in that picture. Anyway, so I'm scared, but I will make do.
So, okay, next question, and I think this is really for me too.
Wow.
Obviously, we're bringing our crew down so they can film because we're going to be shut. The camera will not stand still with us, most likely. So we're bringing the crew down to the film. You bringing anyone else? You bringing a team? You bringing a Team Preston?
You know, I didn't even think about it. I might just bring a team. I might bring my lady. We'll see. I love you, Mickey. She would be nice to come and support, but she probably has work. It's on Friday. Are we doing it on a Friday? Right? Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh, she might not be working.
There you go.
I may be able to convince her to.
Saturday.
Freeze
in the
today.
ice.
Hey, yours
Must
is
have been
better.
the-
Damn,
Yeah.
yours is good. You should do improv. Yeah, you know, I might bring her. Otherwise, I'm not sure there are a lot of friends I'll be able to convince to come down.
Well, I plan
They'll
on.
watch the video because they're good friends. Thanks, friends. But I
Yeah?
don't think they'll want to be there in person to see my
Wow.
hairy little butt cheeks frozen.
Well, with the hairy part, it's covered up.
But here's what's going to happen. The water's going to freeze on the hair. And then I'm just going to have straight
You're
butt
gonna have
hair.
like a porcupine hairs through the.
Yeah.
swimsuit.
It'll
Oh,
get-
wow,
you
that's
know
pretty
how
cool.
like icicles come down, you like to knock them off? That'll be the same. Maybe
All right. So my intention is obviously we're bringing the crew. You're going to be with me, of course,
It's going to be a good time.
and I'm going to invite a lot of people to come. Now I don't expect a lot of people to come because it's usually cold, you know, middle of
Mhm.
winter, January 28th, Chicago on the lake with wind chill effects, probably down. Let's say it's 10 degrees. It'll be 15 below zero.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
You know, it's gonna be awesome. Love it. But I'm
right.
thinking of this. For everybody that comes to the Polar Plunge afterward, on your team, especially if your team is bigger than my team,
Okay.
I'm gonna definitely buy a nice dinner for everybody. We'll go out to dinner afterward, get a nice dinner, and it'll be a celebration of the Polar Plunge. If you got more people than me, especially, it'll raise it up a level. We might go to like, you know, Steak and Shake for me, having more teams. But if you, we'll have to have a nice sit down dinner somewhere.
Okay, like at a Steak and Shake.
Well, you know, no. I mean, something a little better than Steak and Shake.
It'd be like,
Although
okay.
Steak and Shake's pretty good.
I gotta be honest. The last time I was at Steak and Shake, I got aggressive diarrhea.
Really?
Like horrible. But it was also Steak
I didn't know
and
that
Shake.
was on the menu.
At
How'd you order that?
They fry it up in the back. It's pretty good.
Okay, good.
I went at like, it's my fault. I went at like 2 a.m. You know,
Oh,
like
okay.
not the prime hours to go, but boy, did I have a good time. And then I didn't have a good time. This story brought to you by Tushy. Check
All right.
out-
In the comments, since you're going to see this before January 28th, the Polar Plunge,
Yeah.
write down where you think we should have dinner if Team Preston has more numbers than Team Bob.
And it's in Chicago, so there are a ton of really good restaurants. There's
Yeah, don't
Cheval,
kill my budget,
Little
but
Goat
yeah,
Diner,
good
Girl
restaurants.
and the Goat, anything
Yeah.
Stephanie Izard, really excellent restaurant quality. I highly
We're
recommend.
not going to the 95th. I'll put that down there right now. That ain't
Okay.
going to happen.
No 95th, but maybe like a little 3 dots and a dash. You like Hawaiian stuff?
Ooh,
Yeah,
I do
that's a
like
good
Hawaiian
spot.
stuff. Actually,
Good spot.
that would almost be themed.
I love that.
It'd be like a yin yang from Polar Plunge to Hawaii.
We may have
Wow.
found our spot. I like. That was one of the first
do
bars
like
that I went
that.
to where they, for the garnish, flip the lime inside out, so the rind is up here, and then fill that with alcohol and light that on fire, and then
No
you
way.
float it across the drink, so it's just a little flaming boat.
Wow.
Cute, right? Yeah.
Did you video that at all?
$23. No,
Oh,
but I
23
drank it.
bucks? Yeah, you better have videoed that. I'm not buying a lot. No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That place is wonderful,
I like it.
expensive. It's Chicago.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't expect to be cheap, but, you know,
It is.
there
funny.
is a limit here.
Of course. It is funny whenever I have friends or family come visit. I'm from Kansas. Whenever they come and visit, it's like, you know, I'll go back home to Kansas and I'll get a beer for like $3. They'll come up here and you'll get a beer for like $12.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, it's so expensive. I'm like, yep. Yeah,
So we're going to be doing a few shorts. This is going to be released probably on Monday, most likely.
most likely
my
Monday.
guess.
Happy Monday, fellow listeners.
And so we're going to do some shorts on that, and we're going to do some shorts based on the comments too. So we may decide through the shorts, based on our comments, what dinner we'll settle on.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll give a little count on how many Team Preston's getting so far, how many Team Bob's getting so far. Because I don't think I'm going to get many people to come. I mean, most of the
coming.
people I know are like, nah, that's crazy. So,
We'll get a little crew
But-
together. I'll put a little post out there.
and I would almost, I don't want to do this because we got some good subscribers. We got some really good people.
Got some loyal folks. I
I'm
gotta
almost
say.
saying if you're obviously you're on our team, you know, Sugar Beats gang, I really, really want you there. But I don't know if I want, if like 100 extra people show up, I don't want to buy dinner for 100 people.
we could.
That would be, although, you know what? That would be memorable.
It would be nice. It would be fun.
That
a
would be
huge crew
something.
of people being like, I buy you all dinner, but it's just one thing of fries. You each get one fry. Yeah, I didn't
It's
say
a
how much dinner.
Lunchable. Here
Yeah,
you go.
it's a Lunchable. Catch the loose meat. I'm not even handing it to you anymore. Just go. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, guys.
Oh man, that'd
let's
be cool.
let's do this. The challenge is over 100 people show up, and now Bob has to put his money where his mouth is and buy 100 people Steak and Shake because we're not going to.
I could do 100 people with Steak and Shake.
For sure, that's a bunch of shakes.
Wow, that would take over the whole restaurant. That would actually be fun too.
That'd be fun.
All right, guys, you're subscribers. You guys are watchers. Love you guys so much. Obviously, we're going to be doing a lot of shorts, this, that, and the other. If Team Preston gets more than me, I'm buying dinner.
Deal.
And if we get over 100 of you guys coming with, wow! First of all, thanks. It's awesome. We will fill up a Steak and Shake place.
Yeah,
on me, not a problem.
Easy.
Or if it's less than 100, I don't know what we'll do then.
Panera.
I'm talking expensive now.
That is kind of pricey.
Panera is way up there.
They do drinks at Panera now.
You know, you gotta admit, Panera. You know, everyone's trying to get off bread and off starch and off carbs. And Panera's like, yeah, F you. We've got this.
Man, every time I eat pasta or any heavy carb thing, I get so burpy and bloated.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not stopping.
No,
I can't.
Panera is like, we are a bread company.
Yeah.
You're going to have some gluten, baby.
Yeah. Eat the bread bowl soup that they have. Amazing.
Oh, it's great food.
Can
great
we get
food.
sponsored by Panera? I mean, at a certain point.
Eventually, we're going to have to start doing sponsors, especially if I'm buying dinner for everybody. We got to do something. You know, maybe there's a restaurant out there that would say, hey, we'll give you a 10% discount if you come to us. I'd be fine with that, too.
If we got over 100 people coming, we're going to go hit up the tamale guy. That's what we can afford. Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh my God, I'm so excited. That would be so cool if a giant crowd of people showed up for us and really made sure we had to get in the water.
I think it would be great.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So we got Team Preston,
Team
got
Preston,
Team Bob,
and Team Bob.
going Polar Plunge. And the challenge is if Team Preston is bigger than Team Bob, I'm buying dinner.
No.
And if we get like over 100, we'll fill up a Steak and Shake.
So, poor comics of Chicago, if you're listening, this is your time for your favorite currency to get paid in on shows: free food and exposure. But you know, you might be on camera.
I'm really thinking when it's like 15 below wind chill, people aren't going to come out. They're wimps. I mean, I don't want to say wimps. Sorry, I don't mean to offend you guys, but you don't have a backbone. Come on, be honest. You don't want to be out there.
We're getting in the
be
water.
out there an hour. Going to be
I'm bringing a heated vest also for afterwards.
No way.
I have a little heated vest that one Mr. Patrick Newson bought for me. Thank you, sir. And it works like a charm. It keeps me warm. So I'm going to have that for after I dry off. I'm going to throw that thing on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my robe. I got a big black
it's gonna be so cool.
robe. I'm going to wear a robe out to it. And I'm not going to wear it in the water, of course.
Right. That would be a really bad move.
But after that, it's just I'm putting the robe back on and hopefully some clothes.
Hopefully some
eventually.
Clothes. I mean, it's going to be so, I mean, but you're right. Maybe at a certain point we just get so mind-numbingly cold that we don't feel the cold anymore.
Yeah. All I know is once I get out of the water, I'm not doing an interview until I have some clothing back on.
Oh,
maybe.
I think it's got to be a cold Speedo interview.
Oh God, that'd be awesome.
From here up, frame like this, boys. Just keep that in mind.
And then I could hear Cody. Oh, wait a second, we had a problem, technical problem. We got to do it again.
Yeah,
do it again. Do it again. No.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no technical problems here.
There's no technical problems here.
I'm not even saying there would be a technical. He'd probably throw one in there just to be sure.
The camera's froze. You guys got to get back in.
Out there.
Here's the thing. He would make up a technical problem just because we're doing this, so we have to get back in. And they'll be like, turns out the cameras were rolling the whole time. I got double footage.
We already actually have had a camera freeze this year. Like too cold, full on, just shut down.
Oh, that's so cool, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Obviously, Sugar Beats. It's a brand new year. We got a lot of stuff going on. Preston's going to be around a lot more. Obviously, he's on board right now. He's part of the team.
Yeah.
So he's not a guest star anymore. He's actually a player. So I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for hazing me with the Polar Plunge. It's going to be really fun.
you won't believe what we got in store. You know, this is just one of many. So
Preston, you've never heard of the Chicago paddle run? Oh, you don't know about that one, man? Oh, it's so cool.
We go through sororities and through fraternities and
Frat houses.
yeah.
Us running through a frat house is a problem. We're both too old. Like, hey guys, we're bottle capping. That's the worst ever. We're trying to end this podcast. Guys, thank you all so much for hanging out.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Hey, subscribe, do whatever you can, and have a great new year. We love you guys so much.